Okay.
Hey guys, welcome back to Anchored. I'm your host Jason. I'm here with our member Jamie Thomas today. We might push some buttons today. We're going to talk about a little bit of a controversial subject, kinda, right?
Yeah.
So, you ready?
Yeah.
Should we talk about it?
Yes.
I'll let you introduce the subject.
Okay, so I started here at Harbor Park in January, and I found out I was actually pregnant in March, at the end of March. So, yeah, I did CrossFit and I was pregnant.
For pretty much up until the pregnancy, right?
Yeah.
Pretty darn close.
Yep, I think I CrossFitted up until 2 weeks before I delivered.
Now, I'm not going to pretend to know anything about pregnancy or the timelines or anything, but I do know that online and stuff, it gets, it's controversial whether people should be working or a lady should be working out while they're pregnant or not. Because it's dangerous for the fetus and all that stuff.
Yes.
So I just want to talk to you about your experience doing it.
Okay.
And then after that, how you think it affected your delivery.
Okay, I think, I was kind of an athlete coming into CrossFit. I played soccer all through my life. I played collegiately, so I kind of had the mentality of a CrossFitter. I like competition, and I knew
you like working hard.
And I had the aerobic capacity going into the pregnancy, and so during the pregnancy, I just kind of had the motto of listening to my body, and especially during the hot summer months, I definitely listened to it. And I just started taking things as, if I was breathing too hard, I would obviously take the WOD up to the time capacity. That was kind of my motto.
Right,
if I can take it to the time cap, if I'm going to. And that seemed to work pretty well. Yeah.
And so your goals were probably a little bit different. You weren't trying to necessarily get big. You're just trying to keep in shape.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Obviously, you weren't doing burpees and stuff.
No.
You're doing them modified.
Yes.
So there wasn't any risk there.
Yep. And I tried to look at scaling where needed.
Yeah.
My arms got really hardcore while pregnant because with a modified burpee, for example, I was doing more of the push-up aspect.
Right.
So that's kind of what I took is, even though you're scaling, you're still working on a body part that maybe you wouldn't have.
You're still getting the workout. You're still staying healthy.
Yep.
And that's what I've heard is some pregnancies are a little more high risk, and then maybe you shouldn't push it so hard. But like you said, listen to your body. If you feel fine, if everything feels right, then you can still exercise a little bit.
Yeah, and during the first trimester, it really wasn't cause for concerns. Obviously, I told you guys that I was, but nobody else knew that I was pregnant. Really, during the second trimester, when I started to show, is when I kind of took things a little bit slower, and that seemed to work out the best.
Yeah. So then, how do you think it affected your delivery of the baby?
Yeah, my delivery, I delivered close to Christmas, and I would say the squats were the best thing ever. And they say that too. I joined actually. There's really not a lot of literature out there about CrossFit and pregnancy. It's all kind of bad. So you kind of have to weed through it.
Well, that's like anything online.
But I did find a community online of CrossFit moms, and that kind of helped too because there are moms in the gym, but they weren't pregnant at the time.
Right. So
I kind of went there for some of the advice, and they kind of helped too with what I would expect when I delivered. And I would say that I took pregnancy as a WOD. So
that's a funny way to look at it.
Yeah, because it was the pushing aspect was kind of
it was just another workout.
Yeah, the nurse would count to 10 and then I would push, so it was another workout.
Cool. Well, I mean that's something that a lot of people, they might not even know what a WOD is, but basically that's just our workout. It's normally 8 to 12 minutes of working really, really hard. So you're used to pushing yourself pretty much through hell for 8 minutes. Yep. So this was just another go around.
Yes.
A little bit different.
But it was still kind of the same mentally, I think that helped me in terms of mentally getting through the whole pregnancy.
Yeah, that's important. I mean, for anything, like if you go through a bunch of CrossFit workouts, anything in life that might be tough, it's just going to feel easier to build a mental capacity.
Yep.
So,
and then after she was born, I would say my recovery time was very fast.
Yeah.
I could have came back in 3 weeks, but obviously they recommend 6 weeks. But I did start walking. My husband actually recommended like a week after she was born, you need to get out of the house and take a walk.
Yeah.
So I started walking like 4 miles, and I don't know, that helped too mentally. I think there's a lot of postpartum depression out there, and a lot of moms don't talk about it.
Right.
But I think working out and even that 4 mile walk helps, and getting back in the gym.
It's a proven fact that working out in general is good for any kind of depression to kind of alleviate that. So yeah, I'd agree that getting back in the community and hanging out with your friends and chatting and having a good time definitely
and it was
helps.
so nice to come back to just some of the. I started working at the noon class, and it was just so nice to see everyone.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say it was a good experience.
Yeah. So, in summary, listen to your body. You know, if it doesn't feel right, then don't push it. But if all lights are go, then no reason to stop working out just because.
Yep, and everybody's different. So what I could do at 9 months might be different than somebody else who's pregnant at 9 months.
Right.
That's what I learned. So.
All right. Well, thank you guys. If you don't follow us already, make sure to check us out at Harbor Park CrossFit on Instagram, and then subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then you'll get notified every time these videos are released. See you next time.